Hello? Hello, hello. Wait, am I can you hear me? Can you hear me, chat? Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Hi. How are you? Yes, I have the bottle out. it it looks like I'm drinking soju, but in reality I'm not drinking soju, chat. You know what's weird? I can't find my open bottle of whiskey. I have like whiskey that's open. Hello, Justine. Hello, hello. Wait, I have to read. Nate, read everyone who's here. Hello, Nate. Hello, Justine. Hello, Zamiru. Hello, Zero Shark. Hello, Steppe. Hello, Shin. Welcome, 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 welcome. I'm not drunk yet, by the way. I'm not drunk yet. I've been looking for my whiskey bottle that has been open because I remember from the last stream that we did where I was very drunk. What stream was that? The last drunk stream. Yeah, I remember Human Benchmark. Hello, Nicolette. Welcome, welcome. Good evening. Yeah, I remember leaving some whiskey, and for some reason I can't find it. Where's my? Why did it take 3 seconds to read my username? Oh, I'm not drunk. I haven't started. Really, I haven't. So anyway, I opened a new bottle of whiskey because my old whiskey is missing. It's missing. I don't know where my old whiskey went. Hello, Amorn Top. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good evening. Oh. So now I'm drinking whiskey with ginger ale. Hello, Jason. Welcome, welcome. Good evening. Plot twist: Nim has already finished her bottle of whiskey. It's missing. I can't find it. I'm not sure if I drank it all. I'm trying to recall. Did I drink everything? Did I drink all the whiskey? All of it? That's impossible. I really remember leaving some, but for some reason I can't find the open bottle, so I had to get a new one and open a new one. I hope my mom doesn't get angry. My mom might see it and be like, "Why did you open a new bottle? We have an old bottle." I didn't know. I didn't know. Uh, I don't know where it went. Maybe my mom took it. Yo, maybe my mom drank it. I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe I'll make a soju version of my Nimble art. Oh, I mean, if you have time, don't force yourself. But oh, that would be cool. One when I'm doing coffee hours, and then one when I'm drunk. There is two sides of me. Nim is not drunk. I'm literally still just drinking my. By the way, I just realized that ginger ale is not that good. I've never had I'm having Canada Dry ginger ale. Is this from Canada? It says Canada Dry ginger ale, but is this a product of Canada or are they just using the name Canada? Wait, I have to try to read it. Does it say if it's from Canada? Who knows? Hello everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Hello Lloyd. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just came to say hi since I am about to get into the con. Have a good stream, Nim. Ooh, have fun in the con. Oh, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous you get to go out and mingle with the people. Have fun. Hello, blood pressure. This is bound to be way better than my elementary history lessons. I don't think so. I hope you all learned something from me. Maybe you will learn something, but it won't be that accurate. What is the best food to eat while drinking? Anything fried. Anything like bad for you and fried. Nachos. Nachos are my favorite. Nachos are my favorite drinking like accompaniment. We call it pulutan in Filipino. Say it with me, chat. You are learning Filipino today, not just history. You're learning Filipino. Say it with me. Pulutan. 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 This the item that you have when you're drinking. What would pulutan be with in English? What would pulutan be in English? I'm not sure. Any Filipinos in chat, what is pulutan in English? Is there a translation in English? It's basically the snack you have. The snack you have when you like drink. Humba is pretty good, but it's too fatty. But the fat makes it good when you drink. Yeah, like snacks. Or pika pika. We also call it pika pika. Why do we have so many terms for drinking, for like food items you have when you drink? I don't know. I love nachos, and also if it's Filipino food, I would say yes, pika pika. Pika pika or pulutan is what we call items that we have, like food items that we have when we drink. If it's Filipino food, chicharon bulaklak. Ah, chicharon. Chicharon. It is so unhealthy. But not just any chicharon. Chicharon bulaklak. What would chicharon bulaklak is the... Is it like a... Wait, I'm not actually sure. Is it like it's the fat? Chicharon bulaklak or deep fried ruffled fat. It's literally just fried fat. Chicharon bulaklak is literally just deep fried fat. No wonder it's so good. No wonder it's so good with beer, everyone. Chicharon is deep fried pig skin, but if you say chicharon bulaklak, bulaklak is the word for flour. So flour in Filipino is bulaklak. That's why it looks like a flower when it's fried. So it's just deep fried fat. Nim is a fat. Yes, I am. I'm not fat. I'm healthy. I mean, I have high cholesterol according to my blood test. The only thing that is not healthy about me is my high cholesterol. My blood pressure is normal though, but I have high cholesterol. I guess you can guess why. It's because I drink too much and I eat when I drink. Yep, a fried pig fat, I think. Xiao rou in Chinese. Oh, eat some pineapple. Is pineapple healthy? By the way, right now I'm doing a bit of a just chatting because I want to get drunk before we get into the history lesson. It won't be fun if I'm not drunk. I have to be like fully drunk. Although I think like chat already thinks I'm drunk. Fried nymph fat. I would like if you could just like shave. Wait, that would be kind of gross. If you could like shave my fat and then fry it. Why am I thinking of like demented things? Hello, Kiburi. Good evening. Good evening, Kiburi. How are you? Are you drinking too? Are you drinking too, Kiburi? But it might be morning where you're at, so probably not a good idea. Imagine not being always drunk. How many shots this time? That's cannibalism. I mean, if I had like an operation and you took out my fat and then we fried it. I am making my chat commit cannibalism. You are at work. Why are you watching my stream at work? Where is Kiburi's boss? Kiburi's boss. Kiburi's boss. Your employee here is watching a drunk girl on company time. Your employee is watching a drunk girl on company time. He is not being paid to do this. Hello, Nico to them. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Good evening. I like how you added VTuber Clipper right after your channel name. It makes you so official. Congratulations. Wait, that's not condescending at all. I really like congratulations, VTuber Clipper. You watch him no matter what. I have actually watched VTubers on company time, just to let you know. So you know, I am an accomplice to your crime. I have watched VTubers on company time. I'm not sorry about it. I'm on break right now, so I can't stay long, but I wanted to come by. Yay, thank you, thank you. Wow, so hardworking. Not watching VTubers when you're working, but watching when you're on break. Wow. What a good employee. I take it back. Kiburi's boss, you have a good employee right here. What a role model to all corporate slaves. Wait, Nimnoob is not an official hashtag. Drunk before stream? I'm not drunk. I'm trying to get drunk. That's what we're doing now. We're trying to get drunk so that we can get on with the history. Countdown until Nim becomes drunk then. You know this glass that I have right now? It's half filled with Canada Dry Ginger Ale and it's half filled with Johnny Walker whiskey. So it's very strong. It's not good. I feel like I'm drinking... I can't explain what I'm drinking, but I feel like I'm drinking motor oil. Chug montage. We can chug now. You guys can type it now. Type it in chat. Chug, 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 chug. Type it in chat. I will chug. I will chug. It is not 95% alcohol content. It is only 70%. No, 40%. It's kind of chug. Yeah, it's kind of low. Roz drinks 70%. I only drink 40%. Okay, I'll chug now. I'll chug now. Ready? Go! Chug! Chug! You just want us as an excuse to drink? No? No? Sorry, boss. I can't work. I have to tell this anime girl to chug alcohol. Absinthe is deadly. I do not touch absinthe. Only Roz can touch absinthe. I just can't. Look, what... William, why are you calling me a sussy baka? I just chugged. Which means you will forget everything tomorrow so we can say Nim Noob whenever we want. No. Drunk Nim remembers what Drunk Nim does. Sober Nim doesn't remember what Drunk Nim does, but Drunk Nim knows. Ow! I hit my elbow on the table. Ow. This table, why did it do me like that? I hit my elbow on the table. Why did... Ow! No offense to the Irish, but absinthe tastes like crap. I haven't had absinthe before. I stay away from absinthe. I'm kind of scared of absinthe, to be honest. Can you breathe while tongue out, though? What does that mean? Of course I can, right? I sound like a pug when I breathe in. I sound like a pug. Am I drunk already? Maybe I am. Who knows? How much alcohol? I am drinking. Nim, are you okay? I am drinking on a empty stomach. That's why. Wait a minute. Oh, you know what just happened, chat? You know what just happened? Hello, Nameless. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You know what just happened? You know why I paused and have not said anything? Because I looked at my glass and I'm like, did I not chug this all a few minutes ago? Why is there liquid in my glass? What is this? Did I put water in my glass? And then I remembered. I remembered I put some more ginger ale in my glass, but I don't like I don't remember putting ginger ale in my glass. So I stood there. I've been sitting here for a while thinking, why do I have some liquid in my glass? When did I put this in? But it was just like I put ginger ale in my glass like 2 minutes ago and I don't remember and I did it. It's not ice. I don't have ice because the ice melted. I don't have ice because I don't have a fridge beside my room. If there are any simps in my chat, you have to donate so that Nim can get an ice, like a mini fridge in her stream room. If there are any simps in chat, you gotta donate so I can have a mini fridge in my stream room. And I can have ice. I don't have ice because I don't have a fridge or a freezer. uh, okay, I poured in the alcohol. Woo! Mini fridge fund. Yeah, I don't do like fun like donation goals because I don't know. I don't like to I don't wanna like feel like I'm taking money from you guys. So I don't do like donation goals or anything. Ow. I just hit the corner of my table again. I blew all my VTuber money on one girl already. It's okay. It's okay. I understand. I really do. You guys can watch as much VTubers as you want. I don't care. I don't care if I'm not the only VTuber you watch. It's fine. I want you all to support all VTubers. Support all VTubers so VTubers can achieve world domination. And if you can't donate, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. I'm just saying that if you do donate, mini fridge. Oh, me! That's right! You did give me $50 yesterday, Name! You meant me! I thought you gave money to a different VTuber. Like, more money, but then... Alright, Kimberly! Kimmy! You're at work! Why do you donate? Thank you for the $10 mini fridge fund. Let's go! Mini fridge. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you. Arigato. One time hit your elbow could be your unluck, but twice me Nim noob. No, I hit my elbow twice because I'm drunk. That's why. Hello, Michael. You were here yesterday. Hello, welcome back. Hi, Nim. Good evening. I forgot my greeting. Good evening. Nim gonna wake up one morning wondering where all her beer went. I am drunk, Michael, but it's okay. I'm still drinking some more just so we can be more drunk. I want to be fully drunk so you guys can have the full experience of drunk history. Have you guys ever watched Drunk History on YouTube? Like the comedy... Wait, who does Drunk History? Is it Comedy Central? Anyway, have you guys watched Drunk History on YouTube? I wonder how drunk they are, actually. They've got like a lot to explain. I'm like really drunk, so... Yeah, Comedy Central, right? Yeah, Comedy Central. I am copywriting their idea. I hope Drunk History is not copyrighted or anything or trademarked because I'm stealing their idea. This is I'm giving credits to Comedy Central for Drunk History, but I'm taking a VTuber twist on Drunk History, a live stream twist on Drunk History. It's gonna be so great. You guys are in for something. Let me just finish this last drink. because I'm pretty drunk already. I'm honestly not this week. I'm honestly not this week. It's just that I'm not eating anything. How many have you drank so far? I think I've had like 4 shots. I sound very weak. I've lately I feel like I'm getting weaker and weaker with alcohol because I am getting old. Okay, his drunk history is gonna be so fun then. The drunk history I love is about the invention of Coca-Cola. I watched that. I watched Drunk History Coca-Cola. Ow! I have like, can I just say, chat? I'm gonna complain to you, chat. I have like a stiff neck, and I don't know why. I think I slept on the wrong side or something. I just have like a weird stiff neck problem. It's really weird. I don't know why I have like a stiff neck right now, but I do. Anyway, I'm very drunk right now. We can actually already jump into drunk history because I'm very drunk. Nim getting old. I thought she was only 24. I am not old, but compared to most of the people in my chat, I think I'm older than all of you. Maybe not all of you, but I'm older than most of you. If you're 18, I'm definitely older than you. if you just turned 18, I am definitely older than you are. And I don't know how many people are underage in my chat. I just want to say, yeah, I just want to say, I don't have a alcohol problem. I know when you turn 18, you can drink alcohol. Don't overdo it, chat. Don't overdo it. Hello, Kawaii Chan 199. Hello, welcome. Good evening. M19. Yeah, I'm definitely older than you. I'm definitely okay. I'm like your. Let's just say I'm your drunk aunt or something. I'm old. Okay, we should go to the history. Let's go to history. I'm very drunk right now, so yeah. Here's my first slide. I actually made a PowerPoint presentation for all of you. Are you happy? Are you happy, chat? I made a PowerPoint presentation for this thing. X to down. Konbanwa! Hello, Neko Hayato. Konbanwa! Thank you for dropping by. Good evening. I'm kind of drunk, but I'm glad I can still like read Japanese even if I'm drunk. Wait, how long has this stream started? Very like 30 minutes ago. I'm drunk now. I've been trying to get drunk for the past 20 minutes, and I'm already drunk, so that's good. Row. Hello, Candice. Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna teach you guys about Philippine history. Philippine history. Woo! Let's go, drunk history. With any mistake for the PowerPoint, we will spam Nim Noob. No, their PowerPoint is very sad. Can I just say, my PowerPoint is very sad. You know why? Because sober Nim decided to give drunk Nim a hard time. She's like, I'm just gonna put pictures on these slides because drunk Nim doesn't need bullet points. So yeah. PowerPoint presentation is gonna be very bad because sober Nim wants drunk Nim to have a hard time. I'm having a very hard time right now. Stare into me. I am staring at this moment. Hello, Bastion. Welcome. Good evening. Nice, you came prepared with a PowerPoint. I have a PowerPoint, but it's a bad PowerPoint because sober Nim wanted drunk Nim to be very confused. Okay, the title of this PowerPoint is History is Cool When You're Drunk. Yay! History is cool when you're drunk. Disclaimer: facts and discussions may be inaccurate. We are talking about a drunk girl teaching history. So everything might be, like, a lot of things might be inaccurate or weird because literally I'm drunk and I'm teaching history. So Oh, name. Thank you for following me on Twitter. Anyway, it's gonna be inaccurate because I'm drunk. Anyway, history is cool when you're drunk. Woo! So, we are gonna go to the start of Philippine history. By the way, if you don't know why I'm doing this, this August is Buwan ng Wika. Buwan ng Wika means month of language, because Buwan is month and Wika is language. So, hello, Chim! I'm drunk! Good evening! Okay, so Buwan ng Wika is the month where we celebrate Filipino culture and language. I'm pretty drunk right now, but I'm still gonna tell you all what history is in the Philippines. So we're gonna learn a lot about my home country, which is the Philippines. Let's go. Wait, I just want to know who here are like foreigners. Who here have no idea what history is in the Philippines? Who are the foreigners in my chat? Filipinos, keep quiet, Filipinos. Who are like me, wow, all the foreigners. You will learn something new today. The Filipinos in my chat have already probably learned this in their school. So, Chim, don't lie. Chim, you're Filipino. Don't lie, Chim. Don't lie, Chim. You are freaking Filipino. Filipino culture is fun, but Filipino as a language is difficult. That is true. I am not good at Filipino. I'm not good at Filipino, and most Filipinos tell me I have an accent, and they say I'm konyo. I'm very bad at Filipino. Let's go! Okay, so, history's cool. Let's talk about the Philippines. What is Philippines? You guys, look at this map. This is what the Philippines look like. This is our country. Yeah. The Philippines is an archipelago. Do you know what an archipelago means? Chat. Type it in chat. Do you know what does an archipelago mean? Chat. Tell me. What does an archipelago mean? This is like a class. What is a bunch of islands? That is correct. Yes, that's true. Archipelago means a group of islands. Very nice. Very good. So, the Philippines is an archipelago, meaning it is made up of many islands that is separated by water, called the ocean, because the ocean is water and the ocean likes to separate islands. I don't know what the ocean likes to do, but the ocean apparently likes to separate islands. Anyway, there are many islands in the Philippines. It's actually like the total goes to like about 7,100 something. I don't know the exact number of islands in the Philippines, but I do know it is 7,100 something. The Philippines has 7,100 something islands. There are many islands in the Philippines. We're an archipelago, so you know, I only perform well if I like the teacher teaching. 7,107? Maybe blood pressure. I'm not sure. I am too drunk to really like search the specifics of each of like how many islands, but there are like 7,000 plus islands. So we have 7,000 islands plus in the Philippines. As you can see in my map on this side, you can see the different regions of the Philippines. This is northern. We have three main regions in the Philippines. It's Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. Luzon is up here, Visayas is in the middle, and Mindanao is at the bottom. If you live in the capital, Manila, you are in like central Luzon. And this is Palawan. By the way, if you want to visit the Philippines, Palawan is a good place to visit because they have like amazing beaches and like, I don't know, a lot of like nice stuff there. I don't own an island, Nicodem. I don't own an island. I'm not that rich. Anyway, we are an archipelago, so we are made of different types of islands. So many islands just grouped together to form what a country that is called the Philippines. Isn't it amazing? We were a colony of three different countries. The first being Spain. Do we have any Spanish members in the chat? Maybe not. But if there are any Spanish people here, we were once a colony of Spain. Actually, we were a colony of Spain for 300 years. Can you imagine? 300 years of Spanish. Actually, if you being specific, 333 years of Spanish colonization. So yeah, a lot of Spanish influence. Yeah. Espanol. I don't know Spanish, but I can just say like rapido, rapido. No hablo español. Well, we were part of Spain once. My lolo is half Spanish. Ooh, so blood pressure. You are like part Spanish. Dim, you're still not drunk enough. I am very drunk. Justy, what are you talking about? 300 years, yeah, 300 years of Spanish colonization. 333 years of Spanish colonization. And then after Spain, we were colonized by America and Japan. So the main three branches is like Spanish colonization, American colonization, and then Japan. We were like very briefly under Japan for a very brief moment. Just very, very brief. It's not really that long. It's a scam. And then, for some reason, Filipinos are very sorry for being Filipino. Do you know the VTuber Bonnie Veer something something? The one from Niji Sanji, the Indonesian VTuber from Niji Sanji. His name is Bon. I call him Bon, but I think his name is Bonnie something something something. I don't know his last name. He tweeted recently, I think I'm Filipino, and then everyone in his replies, everyone who's Filipino said, I'm sorry for your loss, condolences. For some reason, everyone for some reason Filipinos are sorry for being Filipino. Everyone under that tweet replied to Bonnie, I'm sorry that you're Filipino. For some reason, Filipinos just don't want to be Filipino. We're all just like, I'm sorry for being Filipino and I'm sorry for your loss, but you're Filipino. It's so funny, but so true. I don't know. It's just that, to be honest, I understand why Filipinos are sorry for being Filipinos, but yeah. There are some Filipino online cultures that are embarrassing. Yeah, that's true. I mean, for some reason, everyone who's Filipino is just like, we're sorry, we're Filipino. So I put that here. Filipinos are sorry for being Filipino. So if you are Filipino, I am sorry for your loss. I'm so drunk right now. Let me just drink some more alcohol so that I can be more drunk. Okay. Oh, I totally missed. We are named after a Spanish prince. Did you know that why we are called Philippines? We are called Republic of the Philippines because when we were discovered, Ferdinand Magellan is the one who discovered the Philippines. Discovered because he found the Philippines, but we were kind of a place before he found us. Anyway, he named Philippines after Prince Philip. That's right, Prince Philip. Prince Philip the second or something. I'm not sure. It's either the second or the third, but we were named Philippines because of Prince Philip. We were named after a prince of Spain. Yeah, that's why we're called the Philippines, because we were named after Prince Philip. Why? Why, Nicodem? Because the Spaniards who were trying to discover new islands and conquering people, for some reason wanted to name the lands that they discovered after their Prince of Spain. I didn't choose to be named, like, I didn't choose my country, and I honestly, like, I don't know why we're named after Prince Philip, but we are, because the Spaniard who discovered in quotations the Philippines named us after Prince Philip. So yeah. Yeah, that's actually the next slide. Let me go on to the next slide. So, the beginning of the Spanish colonization. We were discovered by an explorer called Ferdinand Magellan. You can search it up, but he's an actual figure. So this guy where my cursor is right now, that's Ferdinand Magellan. Ferdinand Magellan discovered the Philippines. He just rowed his little boat and was rowing, row down the stream. And then he suddenly ended up with, oh my god, there's an island. Oh my god, there's people. Oh my god, I discovered a civilization. I'm gonna name it after our prince. So, Magellan is here. Magellan landed. Actually, they say Magellan landed in Cebu. Cebu is in the Philippines. So, obviously, he's in the Philippines. He landed in the Philippines in Cebu, and he's like, wow, I discovered a new island. Amazing. I'm gonna conquer this island. Because at that time, it was the age of exploration, and everyone wanted to conquer islands. So, Spain gotta get in on that, gotta conquer more islands, get some colonies. So, Magellan is like, he stepped on the soil in Cebu and he's like, yo, this is a new land. I'm gonna conquer it in the name of Spain. Woo! Now, this island belongs to Spain. And then Lapu-Lapu, this is Magellan. On the right, as you can see here, his name is Lapu-Lapu. Lapu-Lapu is also a fish in the Philippines. In the Philippines, we have a fish called Lapu-Lapu. I don't know why, but in the Philippines, one of like the fishes in the Philippines is called Lapu-Lapu. Anyway, so Lapu-Lapu, who a fish was named after him. I think a fish was named after him. Anyway, Lapu-Lapu, whose name was named to a fish, he was a datu. A datu is like a chief of a village. So if you're the chief of a village, you're called the datu. So Lapu-Lapu is the datu of some village. Lapu-Lapu saw that Magellan was like, we're gonna claim this land after Spain. And then Lapu-Lapu was like, oh no bro, no, you're not gonna claim the Philippines. Oh no. And then what he did was like, I'm gonna kill you bro. Lapu-Lapu was like, yo, this random foreigner just stepped on our land and was like, I'm gonna claim this land under Spain. And Lapu-Lapu was like, no bro, I'm gonna kill you because this is my land and no one takes control of my land. So Lapu-Lapu versus Magellan, and they did like a sword. I don't know what they did, but they had like a full out fight, and they were like pew 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 pew, chee 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 chee, sword fight, pew 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 pew, and so Lapu Lapu killed Magellan. Ferdinand Magellan, this Spanish exploration person, I don't know. they did some sword fighting. Wait, if gunfights are pew 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 pew, what is sword fights? Are sword fights like just like ching 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 pew 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 pew? Anyway, they fought each other and Magellan died. So, Lapu Lapu killed Magellan. Yes, they killed him. They killed him. They killed Magellan. And then they were like, finally, we killed the conqueror. But it's not over because Spain was like, yo, they killed Magellan, but we still want to conquer the Philippines. So they sent in another person, and his name was Legazpi. I don't remember his first name. I think it was Miguel Lopez de Legazpi. Miguel Lopez de Legazpi is the person who, after Magellan, tried to establish the Philippines as a colony under Spain. The name is not here, but I just want to tell you because sober Nim wants to give drunk Nim a hard time. So there are no there are no anything. It's just pictures. Sober Nim put this picture and expected drunk Nim to tell you about something about it. So anyway, hello, Kier Cole. Welcome. Good evening. So, Miguel Lopez de Legazpi, after Magellan came to the Philippines from Spain, and he became the Governor General of the Philippines. So I'm gonna explain to you what the picture behind me is. The picture behind me is called Intramuros. If you actually go to the Philippines and you go to Manila, it's still standing. You can still see it. It's called Intramuros. Intramuros means inside the wall. So what Miguel Lopez de Legazpi sort of like established the Spanish rule under like made the Philippines a colony of Spain. So basically I feel like the only don't quote me on this, but what happened to Lapu Lapu? I don't know what happened to Lapu Lapu. We just know that he defeated Magellan and he saw Chad. Anyway, what happened was in the Philippines, the main big reason why Spain was able to conquer the Philippines is because of something called religion. The Spanish people, Spanish missionaries, for some reason was able to convert majority of the Philippine population into Christianity or Roman Catholic. Most of us are Roman Catholic. So, yes, because of religion, most of the Filipinos converted into Christianity / Catholicism, and a lot of Spanish friars went to the Philippines to preach about Christianity, and everyone was converted to Christianity. And then in a way, religion sort of paved the way for Spain to conquer the Philippines. So now let's just ingrain it in your brains. Think, chat. Think. Philippines is now under Spain. We are now a colony of Spain. We are now under Spain because of a lot of things, but mostly it's religion. But anyway, so this picture right here behind me is a city called Intramuros. Intramuros is a part of Manila. So Intramuros is we call it the walled city. Intramuros is basically a walled city. And it is for the longest time during the Spanish rule, Intramuros was the sort of capital of the Philippines. So only people who lived inside Intramuros, they were usually either number one, very rich, or number two, they were Spanish. Because if you were Filipino, during the time under the Spaniards, Filipinos were basically seen as second class citizens. So, what Spaniards would call full Filipinos, if you were like fully, your blood was fully Filipino, they would call you Indios. Indios is like a sort of a derogatory term where they would basically call full Filipinos. So Indios were second class citizens compared to people from Spain. If you were from Spain, you were like pretty up there. If you were Filipino with Spanish blood, you were like pretty up there too. But if you were full Filipino, you are an Indios. So you live outside the walls. If you lived outside the walls, you are a second class citizen in their eyes. You know, only wealthy and Spanish people live within the walls. That also counts actually during this time when the Philippines was under Spain. We were actually like trading with Chinese merchants. So we had a very close relationship with China and like an Arab nation, but mostly China. So did you all know? This is like really interesting. But did you all know in chat that the Chinatown in Manila is the oldest Chinatown? So we were already at this point in history. We were already trading with China. So that even the Chinese could not get into the walled city because Intramuros is only applicable to Spanish and Filipinos who are like part Spanish or wealthy. So basically the privileged class. If you were a full Filipino, you're an Indio and we don't want anything to do with you. Basically, Lapu-Lapu means Chad. Lapu-Lapu is a Chad. He protected his village against basically conquerors. Anyway, basically, during this time, under the Spanish, Filipinos were treated as second-class citizens because basically, if you're Spanish, you are you're up there. If you're a full Filipino, no, you are a second-class citizen. And most Filipinos, our country was treated as like a agricultural benefit to Spain. So, like we were mostly used because of the agricultural. Our lands were very good for agriculture. So yeah. And the taxes were very high back then. The taxes, most Spaniards back then would kind of like what do you call it? But they would kind of like really impose high taxes upon most people. Basically a lot of bad things were happening back then. We were taxed, we were enslaved. That's right, blood pressure. We were taxed and enslaved in our own country. Basically, Spaniards were the first class citizens. Full Filipinos were just like secondary, and we were taxed and we were enslaved. Basically, we were just there to make Spain better. So, you know, because we were treated very badly. Basically, you would expect some kind of revolution or like uproar about this, because in our own country we were treated very badly by some random foreigners who just suddenly came in our country and were like, this is our colony now. And you know what's weird is that Spain would send in people from Spain, like people they didn't like. I think this is basically true with most colonies, is that if you're a colony of a big powerful country, they would send in people they don't like to your country, to the colony. So if they didn't like you're like a corrupt individual, you're a corrupt general or something, they would send you to the colonies, because who wants the bad people in your own country, right? So what they would do is, because they don't want the bad people in their own country, they would send the bad people to the colonies. And because Philippines was a colony of Spain, we would receive the bad people from Spain, basically. Where everyone was basically every Spaniards, they were corrupt back then. They would treat Filipinos as second-hand citizens. Filipinos don't like it. They're angry at this point, because this is our own country, but the Spaniards are treating us as like second-class citizens. Yeah. Anyway, so just so you guys know, this is important. The head of the at that time, the something a title that's very powerful. It's called what is it called? General. If you're a general in the Philippines, it's basically like you're the president of the Philippines. It's like you're the head. The governor general is the one that heads the colonies. Yeah. Back then, when the Philippines was a colony of Spain, if you're a governor general, then you're like, I'm the main guy. I make all the laws. I do everything. I am the head of this colony. Anyway, so this is Intramuros. Yeah. So obviously, because we were treated so badly, you would expect Filipinos to be kind of angry about what is happening in the Philippines, because this is our own country and we are treated like second-class citizens. So we have here, actually, we call him. I like how chat's really into it. Most of our words are influenced by English and Spanish words. That's true. We were colonized by Spain and America. So, if you see the picture in my slides right now, this man is, for short, called Jose Rizal. He is the national hero of the Philippines. His full name is called, he has a very long name, but his full name is Jose Protracio Rizal Mercado y Alonso Rialonda. So long, but for short, you can just call him Jose Rizal. He has such a long name. Jose Potracio Rizal Mercado y Alonso Rialonda. You know what's so weird is that, why is Rizal not his last name? Every Filipino calls him Jose Rizal, but his last name is Rialonda. Yo, that's true. Jose Rizal is like a womanizer. He has so many girlfriends. I don't know what's with Jose Rizal, but he has like a full harem. Jose Rizal has a full harem of girls. I don't know why. He must be like really charming. to have like a whole harem of girls. Jose Rizal is notorious for having a lot of girlfriends. Anyway, I don't know why this. Anyway, the reason why Jose Rizal is our national hero is because he wrote two very important books in Philippine history. These two books that he wrote is what sparked the Philippine Revolution and what made Filipinos fight against Spain. Because without Jose Rizal, we wouldn't be really angered about Spain and how they're treating us like crap. So, because Jose Rizal wrote these two books about about Spain and the Philippines and how they're treating us very badly, the Filipinos were like, "Oh my God, we were awakened." Basically, Jose Rizal sparked a movement to fight for independence. That's why he's the national hero. He's basically the role model for the saying called the pen is mightier than the sword. The pen is mightier than the sword. Yeah. So because of Jose Rizal, where he wrote two novels that awakened the Filipino nationalism and fight against Spain, because of him, we were inspired to fight against Spain. That's why he's a national hero. So sadly, he wrote two books that sparked the Filipino Revolution against Spain. It is called Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo. Noli Me Tangere means touch me not. Touch me not. That's what it means. And El Filibusterismo is like something of greed, right? Something about greed. I forgot. I'm kind of drunk, so I really don't know. But the reign of greed, something like that. Noli Me Tangere means touch me not, and then El Filibusterismo means the reign of greed. So he also founded, aside from the two books he wrote, he also founded called La Liga Filipina, which is kind of like just like they were seeking reform. It's not really a revolution. It's not really violent, but they were seeking reform for the Philippines. Because he founded La Liga Filipina, and he was kind of like, Spain was like, this dude is trying to throw the Spanish government. This dude is conspiring against us. So Spain exiled and executed Jose Rizal. Yeah. That basically what happened was Spain was like, yo, Jose Rizal, why are you writing stuff against Spain? Why are you trying to ignite a revolution? And Jose Rizal is like, no, I just want reform. But Spain was like, no, you are trying to ignite a revolution. So we're gonna exile you and then kill you so that the Spain rules against Philippines. Anyway, he was exiled in Dapitan, and then that's where he spent his days sad, writing poems and stuff. His last poem is called Mi Ultimo Adios, which means my final farewell or something. I don't know. and then he was executed. How he was executed is that he was supposed to be shot at the back, but Rizal was such a Chad. Rizal is such a Chad. He was like, oh no, fam. I'm not gonna be executed by being shot by the back. I'm gonna turn around. So as he was being, basically they were trying to kill him with his back turned. He was like, no, fam. I'm gonna face this head on. So he turned around and he was shot. He was shot at the last minute in front because he turned around. Because he was like, I'm not gonna be shot in the back. No, Nah, I don't want that. So he turned around. He was like, okay, shoot me from the front, you little bitch. He was like, I'm not afraid of you. Shoot me from the front like you mean it, with dignity. Rizal was pretty pog. It's humiliation to be shot in the back. That's true. Rizal was like, I'm not gonna be shot in the back. That's too. I have my dignity. So he did he was like, nah, I'm gonna do a pro gamer move. And he, as the gun was being fired, he faced front, and he was like, I'm not gonna be shot in the front. Anyway, I mean, I'm gonna be shot in the front instead of the back. Anyway, that's how he was exiled and executed. Rizal didn't want any of that. Legend says Rizal turned around to face the guns because he thought he could dodge the bullets. Imagine dodging bullets though. So, I think it's important to talk about the books that Rizal published, because Jose Rizal is very important in Philippine history. He published 2 books that basically awakened the Filipinos' thirst for independence against Spain. But we all have to know why. Why is Jose Rizal so important? So we're gonna talk about the story in the books. That's right, I'm gonna tell you what happened in the books of fiction that Jose Rizal wrote. Basically, can I just say, everyone in chat who are not Filipino, the non-Filipinos in chat, every Filipino has to learn about these 2 books. It's called Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo. So every Filipino has to go through the education process of learning about these 2 books because they are very important to Philippine history. So we had to read the books written by Jose Rizal and basically try to understand them. But I'm gonna tell you the short version of these books. They're very interesting. So right now we're gonna not look at the PowerPoint, and we are gonna look at this is my I'm gonna illustrate to all of you the contents of El Filibusterismo and Noli Me Tangere. Yes, I will tell you the story of what Jose Rizal wrote. So this is gonna be what I want you to know what's in the books. So we start with the main we are in El Filibusterismo we are in Noli Me Tangere. Noli Me Tangere is the first book Jose Rizal wrote, which is the prequel. It is the first book. So our MC, this is our MC, okay? Our main character. Our main character starts with this man called, I don't know what to call it. We're gonna just draw him this way. This man, our main character, is called Ibarra. His name is Crisostomo Ibarra. Crisostomo Ibarra is our main character. Yes, Ibarra. Crisostomo Ibarra is a wealthy Filipino boy who studied in Spain. He is a handsome fellow. I think Jose Rizal kind of did like a self-insert. For some reason, he did like a self-insert where he's like, basically, yeah, Ibarra is very close to the experiences that Rizal has. So, Crisostomo Ibarra is a Filipino guy who studied abroad in Europe. So, Crisostomo Ibarra is a wealthy Filipino boy who studied in Europe, and The story begins where Ibarra is basically he studied in yeah he is a privileged Chad. He studied in Europe. He came back to the Philippines, and then once he got to the Philippines, he discovered that his dad dad of Ibarra, so the dad of Crisostomo Ibarra, he dead. He dead, Chad. He dead. He dead. So he came back and he's like, my dad is dead. What the heck? Anyway, his dad dead. He studied abroad, came back, his dad was dead, bro. His dad was like basically dead because he was I don't know, he was against like some Spanish people. By the way, so his dad is dead. Dad is dead. And he came back to the Philippines and he's like, what the heck, my dad dead. Anyway, um his dad was a wealthy landowner, but he died. He died because he fought against this Franciscan friar called Padre Damaso. So I'm gonna draw him now. This is Padre Damaso. Padre Damaso is this guy who this is Padre Damaso. Padre Damaso. This is Ibarra, Crisostomo Ibarra, and he's like, my dad dead. And by the way, Crisostomo Ibarra is engaged. He has a lady. He has a girl. He has a lady. The lady is called Maria Clara. Maria Clara is the fiance of Crisostomo Ibarra. Crisostomo Ibarra. So they're together. They are in love. Anyway, so Crisostomo Ibarra and Padre Damaso, they are angry at each other here. They are basically angry. They are fighting because Padre Damaso was kind of like a big part of why Crisostomo Ibarra's dad died, but he's very angry at Padre Damaso because they did not bury Crisostomo Ibarra's dad. They basically did not give him a proper burial. So he's like, yo, why do that to my dad, bro? And then Padre Damaso is like, I freaking hate your dad, bro. Anyway, they were angry at each other because like they're just angry at each other. Padre Damaso is just like, I don't like your dad. And then Crisostomo Ibarra is like, well, I don't like you because you don't like my dad. So what he did was he punched this guy. He was he was violent against Padre Damaso because he was like, I don't like how this guy is talking about my dad like that. You didn't even give him a proper burial, Padre Damaso. By the way, Padre Damaso is like a father. He's a priest basically. Anyway, he was like, I punch you, and then he punched Padre Damaso, and then because of that, because Crisostomo Ibarra attacked a priest, he got excommunicated by the church. So the church hates him now. Church don't like him anymore. And Maria Clara is sad because Crisostomo Ibarra was excommunicated by the church because he punched Padre Damaso. Padre Damaso was just being a real douchebag about everything. So I'm just gonna erase this. How do I erase this? Wait a minute. So Padre Damaso and Crisostomo Ibarra don't like each other. Anyway, they fought. Crisostomo Ibarra became excommunicated by the church, so he's no longer a proper. Basically, back then, like the church was everything, you know. The the Philippines was, the religion is very powerful back then. The Philippines was basically conquered because of religion. So if you were excommunicated by the church, that was a big thing. Back then, like, if you were excommunicated, that's a big thing. So anyway, Ibarra was excommunicated because he fought against Padre Damaso. Because about his father. Anyway, I'm drunk, so it's kind of hard to tell stories. So, by the way, I want to introduce some characters to all of you. I want to introduce the characters. Aside from Padre Damaso, we also have another priest. This priest is called Padre Salvi. Salvi. I don't know how to draw him, but his name is Salvi. Padre Salvi is basically he's very degenerate, and he's very creepy, and he's very like he's a hentai. Padre Salvi has the hots for Maria Clara. Maria Clara. So Padre Salvi, he's a priest, but he's totally into Maria Clara. Padre Salvi is a pervert. That's true. Padre Salvi is like, yo, I really like Maria Clara. And he likes speaking. He likes speaking for Maria Clara. He likes like looking at Maria Clara because he's a creep like that. He's a creep. Padre Salvi is like, I'm really like turned on by Maria Clara. He's like, yo, I'm really turned on by Maria Clara. Anyway, Padre Salvi is another priest that is important, but he's really into Maria Clara, who is Crisostomo Ibarra's fiance at this point. So, Crisostomo Ibarra is excommunicated. This is, by the way, just so we're clear, this is the story that Jose Rizal wrote to publish in a book called Noli Me Tangere. So yeah, this is important because this is the story that basically made Filipinos want to fight for independence. Anyway, so we all know that Crisostomo Ibarra is excommunicated. Padre Salvi likes Maria Clara. Maria Clara and Crisostomo Ibarra are like fiance. They are supposed to be wed. So Ibarra's big dream, really, I don't know how to erase this, but Ibarra's big dream is to have a school, is to build a school and educate Filipinos. Crisostomo Ibarra, at this point, is what you would call someone who's very idealistic. So Jose Rizal wanted to have like for Noli Me Tangere, Jose Rizal painted a very idealistic main character where like he basically he doesn't really mind to be under Spain, but he also wants reform. So it's a very idealistic view where like he dreams that Spain will one day recognize that they are treating the Philippines very badly, and that the Spain will make some reforms to make the Filipinos basically not seen as second-class citizens, and you know, you make things better. So Crisostomo Ibarra is very idealistic in that he wants a peaceful revolution. Crisostomo Ibarra is the type of character where like, I don't want to fight against Spain, but I want to reform what they are doing now. And basically one of his ways to reforming is to have a school. He wants to build a school that's his big dream. Crisostomo Ibarra wants to build a school. That's what he wants. That's what his big dream is. The sad thing is that Padre Salvi. Do you guys remember Padre Salvi? Padre Salvi is like this guy who likes Maria Clara, and he doesn't like Ibarra because he likes Maria Clara. Padre Salvi wants to get in on Maria Clara. So Padre Salvi plots something very sinister. Padre Salvi wants to make Ibarra. This is Ibarra. Padre Salvi wants to make Ibarra seem like ahead of like an uprising. So basically, Padre Salvi tries to frame. He tries to frame Ibarra to an uprising. He's like, I'm gonna pay some people to make like a civil unrest, to make like an uprising against the civil guards, and I'm gonna frame it to look like Ibarra is the mastermind of this civil unrest. So Padre Salvi is like, I hate Ibarra. He is the person who stands in my way to the heart of Maria Clara. So he's like, I'm gonna, frame Ibarra. He's not only excommunicated, but he's gonna be the leader of this uprising, which Padre Salvi basically planned. So he's like, Ibarra, you're gonna be my scapegoat. I'm gonna plan an uprising, but I'm gonna make it seem like you're the mastermind. So that happens, and then Ibarra is like, oh no, I have been framed. And then he meets up with Maria Clara. And he's like, yo, I've been framed. I've been framed by Padre Salvi because Padre Salvi wants me to seem like I'm against Spain. So anyway, he meets up with Maria Clara, and Maria Clara, wait, can I erase this? I don't know if I can erase this. Maria Clara realizes after reading, this is the plot twist, chat. I'm sorry it's going to be really confusing because I'm kind of drunk right now. So Maria Clara basically realizes after reading all the letters that her mother wrote. So Maria Clara is the daughter of this Capitan called Capitan Tiago, who's actually a good person. So Maria Clara is the daughter of this lady. I don't know her name, but she's the daughter of this lady and Capitan Tiago. But after reading the letters of her mother, she realizes Maria Clara finds out that she is the daughter of Padre Damaso. So Maria Clara is a daughter of a priest and her mom. How interesting is that? Maria Clara thought all this time that she was the daughter of Capitan Tiago, but it just so happened that, oh my God, Maria Clara discovers that I am not the daughter of Capitan Tiago. I am the daughter of this priest called Padre Damaso. And basically her mother and Padre Damaso had like an affair, and she was the daughter. Anyway, she's like, oh my God, I'm the daughter of a priest and my mother. Anyway, this is Damaso. So she's like, oh my God, I'm the daughter of this priest and my mom. Anyway, Ibarra comes to Maria Clara. Ibarra is like, this is Ibarra. Ibarra is like, Maria Clara, this may be the last time I see you because I am a wanted criminal. Ibarra is like, Maria Clara, I am a wanted criminal. I cannot be with you anymore. And she's like, Okay. And then and then and then Crisostomo Ibarra tries to escape. He tries to escape. By the way, did I tell you about there is actually yaoi? There's actually boys' love in this story. So, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Anyway, so Crisostomo Ibarra actually met this guy called Elias. Elias is another guy who found out that Padre Salvi was plotting against Ibarra. So, of course, there's yaoi. So, there is a character called. This is Ibarra. This is Elias. Elias and Ibarra is my kind of boys' love kind of thing. So, Ibarra and Elias. Elias. His name is Elias. Ibarra is our main character. Elias is sort of like, I don't know, wait, what is Elias supposed to be? I know Elias was like a guy who Elias warned Ibarra that Padre Salvi was plotting sort of like something against him. Elias warned Ibarra. He's like, yo, Ibarra, Padre Salvi is totally trying to bring you down, bro. You gotta be careful because Padre Salvi is making some sort of uprising in your name. And Ibarra be like, nah, fam, I'm good. I'm good, fam. So he didn't really listen to Elias the first time, but like when it happened, he was like, oh shit, it's serious. So anyway, Ibarra was basically prison, like he's in prison, right? And what happened? And then he escaped. I remember he escaped. I'm kind of drunk. So I don't really remember the exact moments that happened in the novel. But basically, Elias helped Ibarra escape. Elias was like, Ibarra, ride on my boat, which is called Bangka. Anyway, he was like, Ibarra, ride on my boat, and I'm gonna help you escape. And then, you gotta kiss the homies. And you know what Elias did? Because, you know, it's like a yaoi now. Elias was like, oh no, the Guardia Civil. So the Guardia Civil is the basically like police at the time. So the uprising was against the Guardia Civil. Anyway, Elias and Ibarra are on a boat. They're like, we gotta escape. Elias is helping Ibarra escape because Padre Salvi is trying to frame Ibarra with an uprising attempt on the Spanish government, and Elias is like, I'm gonna help you, Ibarra. I'm gonna get you out of here. So the Guardia Civil is like pew 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 pew. They're trying to fire at the boat where Elias and Ibarra are, and then Elias is like, I got you, bro. I'm gonna distract them. So what he did, he told Ibarra, you hide. So Ibarra hid in the boat, and Elias was in like a river, and then Elias jumped off the river to be like the bait. And then the Guardia Civil was like, pew 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 pew, and then they shot at Elias instead of Ibarra because he basically used himself as live bait. He was like, I'm not gonna let my broski Ibarra die, so I'm gonna make Ibarra hide while me, Elias, will sacrifice myself. So he sacrificed himself, and the Guardia Civil was like, pew 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 pew, I'm gonna kill you. Anyway, Elias got shot, Ibarra got away, And then in the end, what happened was, I didn't know they had laser guns back then. So Ibarra survived this ordeal. Ibarra survived this ordeal. What the heck, Padre Salvi? Why are you still here? Let me just erase Padre Salvi. We don't want Padre Salvi. He's like a total creep, perverted creep. Anyway, Anyway, Ibarra escaped alive, but Elias was shot. So Elias, by the way, before Ibarra and Elias sort of like separated, they kind of had like a serious talk about the future of the Philippines. Crisostomo Ibarra represents the idealistic view of like having Spain, having the peaceful reform with Spain, whereas Elias sort of represents the more revolutionary view where he's like, he tells Ibarra, you are too idealistic. We have to fight for our freedom. It has to get bloody. Basically, Ibarra is more idealistic, whereas Elias is more rooted in realistic sort of ways, and he's just like, yo, Ibarra, you are too idealistic. We gotta go to war. And Ibarra is just like, no, we can do this peacefully. I still like Spain. I just need Spain to reform. But Elias is like, no, we gotta separate from Spain. And Ibarra is like, no, we can do this peacefully. Anyway, that's what happened before he died. But Elias is now injured. Elias is like, oh my god, this is Elias. Oh my god, I'm bleeding. Obviously, because he's bleeding now. He's bleeding because he's real homies kiss each other goodnight. So Elias is just like, I'm shot. I am dying. And I speed run. We are speed running Noli Me Tangere. Elias is dying at this point. He succeeded in making Ibarra survive, but Elias is dying. He dead. But here comes a little boy. We call him, I realized I totally skipped this part, but his name is Basilio. Did anyone in my chat watch Trece? Trece is a Netflix anime that is premiering in Netflix. One of the characters in the Netflix anime is called Basilio and Crispin. This is where it's from. In Noli Me Tangere, Basilio and Crispin are two little boys that is the son of this crazy lady called. So basically, this is a sort of like a side story. You know how in anime there's like a main character and there are like side characters? This is the side story. Basilio is the son of this lady called Sisa. Sisa has two sons, Crispin and Basilio. Crispin and Basilio were basically they were sort of like, they were accused of theft, and what happened was like, basically all you have to know is Crispin died and Basilio went missing, and then their mom Sisa became crazy. She became crazy because she was looking for Crispin and Basilio. She was like, Crispin, Basilio. She was trying to look for her two sons called Crispin, Basilio. Kirisu-chan, thank you for becoming a Dimion. I'm sorry, I'm such a bad storyteller because I'm drunk. But anyway, Sisa is their mom, and Sisa became crazy because her two sons went missing because they were accused of theft by the Spaniards, and then they were like beaten up, and then I think Crispin died and Basilio just like went missing. Anyway, Crispin is dead, and then Sisa went crazy. She went crazy because she was like, where are my sons? And then she went crazy. She was like, Crispin, Basilio, Basilio. She went crazy, and then she died. Anyway, that's just like a side story to the main story. Anyway, Basilio finds Elias, and then he finds Elias like dying, and Elias is like, Basilio, bury me and your mom. He also finds his mom, Sisa. Basically, she's dead. These, like, his family's dead. Crispin dead, Sisa dead, they both dead. And then Elias is dying Elias. So Basilio is like, okay, my mom dead, my brother dead, this random man I found is dying. And then Elias is basically telling Basilio to bury him with Sisa and whatever. And he's like, I also have some treasure. You may want to find this treasure and then maybe like get a good education, Basilio. And so what Basilio does is he buries Elias, he buries Sisa and his mom, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna get an education. Anyway, that's what happens. He buries Elias, and then Elias is like, me dead. And then Ibarra survives. Anyway, so because like basically what happened is everyone thinks Ibarra is dead, but he actually not dead. Everyone just thinks he's dead because Elias sacrificed himself, but they don't know that. So everyone thinks Ibarra died, but in reality, Crisostomo Ibarra survived. Anyway, Ibarra dead now. Ibarra dead. They think he's dead. So everyone tells Maria Clara, who is at this point, may I remind you, chat, Maria Clara is Crisostomo Ibarra's fiance. So obviously she loves him, right? So they like, Maria Clara, your fiance dead. Your fiance dead. So she's like, oh my god, my fiance is dead. So in her grief, she decides to enter a convent. Maria Clara decides to enter the convent because her one true love died. At least at this point, she thought that Ibarra was dead. But in reality, Ibarra was alive thanks to Elias. But anyway, Ibarra dead now. Ibarra dead. She thought she was dead. He was dead. So Maria Clara is like, oh my god, my husband, my husband supposed to be dead. So she becomes a nun. She enters the nunnery. Because she thought that Ibarra was dead. Here's the sad part, chat. So happens, do you know who is the head of the nunnery? Who is like the one in charge of the nunnery? None other than this priest called, I'm sure you've heard this name before, Padre Salvi. So, basically, Maria Clara entered a convent nunnery headed by this priest called Padre Salvi, who has the hots for her. So you can just imagine how much sexual abuse could happen now that Maria Clara is in the convent that Padre Salvi, the priest that is like really turned on by her. He's there. So what happens is that Padre Salvi is basically sexually harassing Maria Clara from now on, now that she's in the convent. She in the convent, but she's being raped and harassed by Padre Salvi is what's happening. So yeah, Padre Salvi, yeah, it is a sad ending. The first book of Noli Me Tangere is sort of like a tragic ending where like Ibarra survives, but Maria Clara goes in the convent, then she's being probably raped by Padre Salvi. You know, that's at least that's what the book tries to showcase. It's not I don't think it's explicitly said that Padre Salvi sexually harasses Maria Clara, but it's pretty much very implied that's what happens. Oh, I forgot to mention that Padre Damaso was like, I'm your father. Padre Damaso actually, I think Padre Damaso admitted to Maria Clara that 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 he was her father, and he didn't want Maria Clara to marry Ibarra because Crisostomo Ibarra is Filipino, and if she ever married a Filipino, it would be like basically it would be bad for her. So she should marry a Spaniard. That's why Padre Damaso tried to sort of set her up with this other guy called, I don't know what the name of the other guy was, but I definitely remember him being like Spanish. What was the other name of the guy? Anyway, Padre Damaso was like, no, I don't want you to marry a Filipino like Ibarra, because that's just wrong. You're not gonna get far in life if you marry a Filipino. Anyway, that's the end of the first book. I'm basically speed running it, but that's the end of the first book. So this is what happens in the next book. In the next book, this is El Filibusterismo. I am assuming everyone in chat, have you guys watched Attack on Titan? Have you watched Attack on Titan second season? Sorry, I'm trying to read chat, but I'm also like trying to explain to you what this novel is. Yes, Attack on Titan second season. I mean, not second season, fourth season, the final season. Have you watched the final season of Attack on Titan? It is very similar to El Filibusterismo. El Filibusterismo is the second book that Jose Rizal wrote. So it continues from the first story about Crisostomo Ibarra. But this time, his name is not Crisostomo Ibarra. His name is called Simon. Exactly. And basically, imagine, do you know how Eren in Attack on Titan, when the time skip happened, Eren became like this really angry, like long-haired dude. Yeah. So what happened was Crisostomo Ibarra survived, and he went to Europe he became rich. So Crisostomo Ibarra is Simon. Plot twist. I'm giving you the plot twist. Oh, thank you for becoming a Nemian Quizzy. Okay, so plot twist. Simon is Ibarra. Simon is Ibarra. But at this point of the story, Simon is trying to hide his identity. Basically, when Ibarra survived, he went back to Europe. He became a rich guy. So, Simon is a wealthy guy. Not only is he very rich, he became like a merchant, like a jeweler or something. Anyway, he's very rich. Not only is Simon rich, he became the like trusted advisor to the governor governor I'm sorry about my writing. Governor General. General. The Governor General is the like president of the Philippines back then, you know? Back then. That's right, his name is Simon. Simon. So he is close. He's close with the Governor General. So Simon, who is actually Simon is actually Ibarra. But they don't know that. No one knows that. This is a secret. Secret. Yeah. No one knows that Ibarra is secretly Simon. Basically what happened was that because Simon was so angry about what happened, he became no Ibarra. Ibarra was so angry. He's like, "Oh my god. The Spaniards are so bad." So he became Simon. Ibarra symbolizes the idealistic, peaceful way to reform, whereas Simon is basically the more revolutionary, violent approach. So what Simon did basically is that Simon, because he's close with the Governor General, is that he has big influence with the government back then. So in El Filibusterismo, Simon would try to encourage Simon would encourage corruption. Corrupt. Yeah. Simon is going basically, okay, I'm just extra, good night. Simon encourages corruption. Simon is like, I'm gonna make the government corrupt. Because the more corrupt the government is, the more likely Filipinos would revolt against the Spanish government. So basically, what Simon is trying to do is that he's trying to make the Spanish government very, very corrupt so that the Filipinos would feel very angry. They would be very angry about it, and they would do a revolution. So that's Simon's grand plan. He's like, I am gonna corrupt the Philippine government as Simon. Take note, chat. At this point, no one in the story knows that Simon is Ibarra. No one put two and two together. So at this point in the story, everyone thinks Ibarra is dead. Everyone thought that Crisostomo Ibarra dead. But we as readers know that Ibarra is Simon. Anyway, Simon was like, I'm gonna corrupt the government. I'm close. I'm like lovey-dovey with the Governor General. So he's like, I'm gonna make the government very corrupt, and then the Filipinos will revolt against Spain because they're so corrupt. Anyway, I'm just speed running, by the way. There's actually a lot more there's definitely a lot more content than this. I'm just speed running everything. So Simon tries to do like a plan of revolution. It doesn't go through because what were you killed, Ibarra? Sadly, yes, Simon, but I lived. so he tried to do a revolution, but what happened was Simon, this is Simon. So Simon is like a bearded guy. No one no one thought he was Ibarra because he had a beard, basically. No one thought Simon was Ibarra because Simon had a beard and Ibarra had no beard. That was his disguise. That was his disguise, Chad. Simon has a beard. Ibarra doesn't have any beard, so he can't be Ibarra. So Simon was like, I'm gonna do a revolution. But it didn't push through because at this moment, he found out, Simon found out that Maria Clara dead. She died. Maria Clara, the love of his life, of his life died. She died in the convent. Most likely after getting, I don't know. I'm pretty sure she got raped by Padre Salvi, but she died sadly. So Simon finds out that Maria Clara died, and he gets angry. He's like, I can't believe they killed the love of my life, Maria Clara. So he gets even more angrier, and because of that, he decides to take even more what's the term? Even more harsh methods for revolution. Oh, yeah. So Basilio, at this point, Basilio, who is the Basilio who we found out survived. Basilio was now adopted. This is Basilio. Basilio is now learning to be a doctor, everyone. Basilio is trying to be a doctor. Basilio wants to be a doctor. Basilio was adopted by Capitan Tiago. Capitan Tiago is Maria Clara's stepfather, because technically her real father is Padre Davaso, but Capitan Tiago is like her stepfather. Anyway, Basilio is like a full-grown, educated man now. But Basilio is now trying to be a doctor, and he joins Simon. This is Simon, by the way. I'm sorry, I can't draw, but this is Simon. Basilio and Simon join together to have a revolution. Hello, UFO. I'm sorry. I'm kind of drunk. So Basilio and Simon, they join hands. They're like, oh, we're gonna do a revolution. And then so this is what happens. This is their plan. Their hand holding. This is their plan on what the next. So at this point, Simon is very angry. Simon is angry because Maria Clara died. Simon is just wants to overthrow the Spanish government. At this point, he's just overfueled by revenge and hate because the Spanish government killed Maria Clara, essentially. So Simon angry. Simon very angry. He's aggressive. That's right. He's aggressive. Simon is angry and he's like, I have a plan. This is Simon's plan. I'm gonna illustrate it to you all. The plan. There is this girl who's very pretty. Everyone seems to love. Her name is Paulita Gomez. Paulita. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time spelling. Paulita Gomez, who used to be the girlfriend of Basilio's friend. His name is Isagani. Isagani. Isagani and Paulita Gomez used to be lovers, but they broke up. They broke up, Chad. They broke up. Do you know why they broke up? Too many side characters. They broke up because Isagani is Filipino and he's not rich. Paulita Gomez, she's a gold digger. Let me just tell you this, chat. Paulita Gomez, she a gold digger. She don't want Isagani. Isagani may be Isagani may be sweet, kind, very, very in love with her. But he not rich. She not going anywhere with Isagani. So Paulita Gomez is like, I'm a gold digger, so I don't want to be with Isagani. I want to be with a powerful Spanish man. So she marries someone else. So Paulita Gomez is gonna marry someone else because she's a gold digger. So her marriage with this Spanish guy, I forgot his name. Who did Paulita Gomez try to marry? I'm trying to let me just search. Let me just search who Paulita Gomez wants to marry. Juanito Palaez. Anyway, she gonna marry a different guy. Not Isagani. Paulita Gomez is gonna marry a different guy. And in the wedding, everyone important is attending the wedding. You gotta remember, chat. Everyone in this wedding is of importance. Basically, all the Spanish government officials and important like friars or like priests are in this wedding. And the plan is to so what Simon wants to, I'm sorry about my calligraphy and drawing, but what Simon wants to do is that he is going to hijack the wedding. He basically gave a wedding gift. The wedding gift that he gave Paulita Gomez is a lamp. I'm sorry, my lamp looks very bad. So this lamp is a bomb. Simon is planning to explode the wedding. Simon is going to pull off. If you watch Game of Thrones, did you guys watch Game of Thrones? If you watch Game of Thrones, he is trying to pull off a red wedding. Basically, Simon is like, hey, this wedding has all the government officials in it. If I exploded the wedding, if I bombed the wedding, everyone important to Spain will die. So Simon's big revolution plan is to, number one, make the wedding explode. Explosion! He wants to explode the wedding so that all the government official dies. Everyone important in that wedding will die. And then he planned like revolutionaries to attack the wedding. He's like, this is the revolution. We're going to explode the wedding where everyone will die. And then exactly, the wedding is gonna be lit. So he's going to explosion the wedding, and then everyone important will die, and then the revolution will start. Basically, the Filipinos will start attacking and stuff like that. That was the plan, everyone. Just remember, chat. This was the plan. we are going to explode the wedding. Everyone inside the wedding, they're gonna die. They're gonna die. But guess what? Guess what, chat? Guess what? This is the saddest moment in literature ever. The saddest moment. Oh, by the way, chat, what the story I am telling to you all now is fiction. This is just like this is a book that was written by our national hero to spark the revolution against Spain. This is not an actual story that happened. I just want to let you all know that the story I am illustrating now is not an actual story that happened. It is a novel that was written by the national hero of the Philippines so that we would fight against Spain. It's not a real thing that happened. Anyway, we are in the second book of the series that Jose Rizal wrote. So that was the plan of Simon. But what happened was, in the wedding, Isagani and Basilio met each other. If you guys remember, Isagani is the ex-boyfriend of Paulita Gomez. So, Basilio and Isagani, they are best friends, BFFs, best friend for life. Isagani told Basilio, who was in on the plan of Simon, told Isagani that the lamp was a bomb. Basilio was like, Isagani, don't be here. You can't be here. The lamp is a bomb. Everyone's gonna die. Basically, what he told okay, Kiburi, good night, Kiburi. I'm so sorry that I'm kind of drunk, but thank you for dropping by. So Basilio told Isagani that the lamp is the bomb. You have to get away from here. But Isagani too in love. Did I tell you guys already before that I freaking hate Isagani because of Isagani, the whole plan of Simon went into like shit because of Isagani. So Basilio was like, Isagani, this lamp is a bomb. And the first thing that Isagani thought was like, oh no, the love of my life, Paulita Gomez, who, can I remind you, chat, that Paulita Gomez dumped Isagani for another man. Paulita Gomez was not a good girlfriend to Isagani. Paulita Gomez basically just like stomped on Isagani's heart. But for some reason, Isagani still likes Paulita Gomez, even though she's such a gold digger. Anyway. Yeah, but exactly. Isagani is a simp. Isagani is such a simp. Isagani is too much of a simp that he's like, I can't let Paulita Gomez die. I love her, even though she stomped on my heart and betrayed me and married a richer man because she's a gold digger. Anyway, Isagani was like, I'm not gonna let Paulita Gomez die. So Isagani took the bomb and threw it in the river. Isagani took the bomb and threw it in the freaking river. Isagani is like, no fam, I don't wanna let my love, the love of my life, Paulita Gomez die. He took the lamp, he took the bomb, ruined Simon's plan of killing all the important politicians of Spain, and then threw it in the river. He's like, Isagani ruined the whole revolution plan. Everything got ruined because of one simp called Isagani. Basically, what happened is like Isagani ruined the whole revolutionary plan because he simped too hard for his ex-girlfriend Paulita Gomez and didn't want her to die. He was like, "No, I'm not gonna. We don't want her to die." So he took the bomb and threw it away. He took the lamp bomb and he was like, "No, I throw it away." So what happened was the plan failed. The plan failed. The plan oh, the plan failed because Isagani tried to save Paulita Gomez. Moral of the story, don't simp. So the plan failed. Everyone found out. By the way, before, you know what's so funny? Before the lamp was set to explode, Simon actually put a note in the party. He was like, he put a note that said, let me just see what he said. He said like, he planted like a last note that had the signature of Crisostomo Ibarra. So basically, people were able to put 2 and 2 together, and they were able to figure out that Simon is Ibarra. So now Simon slash Crisostomo Ibarra, who they found out was actually alive, now he's a wanted man. So Simon is like a wanted man. He about to die at this point. He about to die. He's a wanted man now. So this is Padre Santiago wait, let me, I don't actually remember, but there was a priest with Simon. Who was the Padre Florentino? Right. Padre Florentino is a Spanish priest. No, he's a Filipino priest. Sorry, chat. Padre Florentino is a Filipino priest, and then he basically found Simon about to die, and then Simon confessed everything to Padre Florentino. Simon was like, Padre Florentino, I want to tell you now, actually, my real name is Crisostomo Ibarra. Dun, dun, dun. At this point, this is when the readers of the book finally learned that Simon is Crisostomo Ibarra. Like, if you were reading El Filibusterismo, this was the plot twist. This was the turning point where Simon finally reveals to the audience that I am actually Crisostomo Ibarra. I survived long ago, and because Maria Clara died, I was wronged. I basically sought out revenge against Spain. So Crisostomo Ibarra became very, very angry, and then he wanted to seek revenge against Spain, and he was like, I wanted to make a big war, a big revolution. I wanted the Filipinos to wake up, to go against Spain, and all the basically the slavery and all the stuff, that bad things that they do. I want them to basically realize and wake up to all the bad stuff that Spain does to the Philippines. And Padre Florentino is like just there listening to Ibarra. And I remember there was this one quote that Ibarra said. He was just basically asking Padre Florentino, why is life so unfair? I remember this quote where like Simon slash Crisostomo Ibarra was telling Padre Florentino, why is life so unfair that the the bad guys have not, like, why are we, the good guys, being punished, and the bad guys, why are they getting away with it? He said something like that, and then Padre Florentino replied that it will, like, sort of like karma. He was talking about karma and how one day it will go back to them. Yeah. So that was the end of the story. I think I remember this being the end where, like, Simon confessed everything to Padre Florentino and all that. And then I remember the end of the book of El Filibusterismo was like Simon dying with a clear conscience and, like, with peace, and he finally stopped being so angry about everything. And I know, like, yeah, basically Ibarra is the idealistic Jose Rizal, and then Simon is the more aggressive Jose Rizal, where he wants to have a full-on revolution, fight against Spain, whereas Rizal represents a more peaceful, like, reform, idealistic, peaceful, and that's Ibarra. And Simon is more of like, we're gonna kill them, kill the Spaniards, kill them, the Philippines must be free. That was like the tone of the books. So going back to our PowerPoint presentation, I just realized, let's go back to the PowerPoint presentation. I've gone on so many tangents talking about the book. Okay, history is cool. Woo! Okay, so yeah, this is, you now that chat knows about the two books, Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo. I got very sidetracked because I'm drunk. Now that you know what sparked the beginning of the Philippine Revolution, basically because of Jose Rizal, a lot of Filipinos who read the books of Jose Rizal got very inspired to fight against Spain. I'm so sorry, it's so, like, confusing to all of you. I'm so sorry, chat. Is it interesting? I feel like I'm not doing a good job because I keep going on different tangents. Dim, you forgot that Jose Rizal is the first harem king. I mentioned it that Jose Rizal has, like, a full harem. He has many girlfriends. How many girlfriends does Jose Rizal have? He has a lot of girlfriends. He has so many girls. I don't know why. Jose Rizal is just that he's just that charismatic that he can have more than 5 girlfriends for some reason. So anyway, next. So, Andres Bonifacio. Andres Bonifacio is the founders of the Katipunan. Katipunan, or the Katipuneros, is basically this is the time where Filipinos are starting to fight against Spain. So at this point, Andres Bonifacio was like, I am so inspired, I am gonna fight against Spain. So Andres Bonifacio founded this group called Katipunan, or the Katipuneros. Katipunan is the group that would basically fight against Spain. So it's a whole big revolution. It's a war, full out war against Spain. So now they're fighting against Spain. Everyone trying to, try to it's a secret society. Oh, there's a very important event in Philippine history. Is called like the where they tear the cedula. Cedula is the like citizenship, right? They tear it, off, and they're like, we're not citizens of Spain, and then they're like fighting against the Spain, and against Philippines, fighting for independence. There is just there. What do you mean? There's just one bullet point. Revolution. Punitin ng cedula. I think it's called Cry of Butang Lawin. What is it called? Oh my god. Cry of Pugad Lawin. Cry of Pugad Lawin is where we tear the cedula, or the what you call like the citizenship, and they're like, free the Philippines, and they're like fighting. At this point, we are fighting against Spain, and for some reason, America and Spain were also having a war at this point, because I think it's because of Cuba. Something about Cuba, from my memory, is that because something about Cuba made America and Spain fight each other, so it sort of transcended into the Philippines for some strange reason. Is that the America was trying to help the Filipinos fight for independence. Anyway, in the end, Spain surrendered, and we're free. Freedom against Spain. Finally, we free. Woo, woo, woo. But not really. We were bamboozled. By America. Because what really happened was the Filipinos were betrayed. We were betrayed because America and Spain were at war, right? America and Spain were at war, and in the end, Spain lost. So what happened is something called the Treaty of Paris. In the Treaty of Paris is where Spain sold the Philippines to America for $20 million. So Spain was like, we surrender, America. Here, you can buy your colony. So America bought, America got the Philippines from Spain. America be like, my colony now. Freedom, but more like under new management. Exactly. we were so the Philippines was like sold to America for $20 million at that time. In the Treaty of Paris. So the Philippines was actually June 12. June 12 is when we celebrate the Filipino independence, but actually it's actually just a celebration of Philippine independence against Spain, but we were actually under America after, so it's not real independence, but kind of. That's true. Being conquered by America was more beneficial, sort of. So, American occupation. Now we are under America. And they called it benevolent assimilation. Basically, I put there, free us, senpai, because America was sort of like a senpai to the Philippines. We were like America was the Philippines senpai. Because America, like the Philippines, was also a colony. America used to be a colony of Britain until they did a civil war, and then they had a revolution. They had a revolution and then they became free. You know, I also, like all of you, I also watched Hamilton. I also watched Hamilton, you know. Not gonna miss my shot. You're not gonna miss my shot. I also watched Hamilton. So I know what you went through. so the Philippines Hamilton cover. Hey yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not gonna miss my shot. So, you don't know what Hamilton is? Hamilton is a musical about Alexander Hamilton. Name! Thank you for $5. Notice me, senpai. Thank you, Name. Thank you so much. So, benevolent assimilation is basically America trying to seem like the good guys, but really we're still under America. So what America was like, you're under America, but we will try to teach you how to be independent. We will teach you how to make a constitution, and we will teach you how to form your own government. So America Chan was our senpai. America is our senpai, and the Philippines is just like trying to learn from America and establish our own constitution, our own government. But then, you know, that didn't come with any. That it still had problems because even though America was trying to teach us to be more independent, technically we're still under America. Technically, we're still a colony of America, and America was still like, they still had military bases. Even now we have a US Army base in the Philippines. Anyway, America is still pretty much prevalent as our colonizers. So we were kind of like semi-independent in 1935, but we actually had a little war, American-Philippine War, sort of like a civil war, but it was kind of not as big as World War II or the Spanish-Philippine War. So, you know, and actually America promised independence by 1945. America was like, we'll give you independence, but you have to learn how to, you know, we have to see that you are independent enough. The San Juan Bridge incident is where I think some Filipino soldiers accidentally fired on an American soldier, and then like a war broke out. I'm drunk, so I don't really remember, but that was a thing that happened. They conquered us to make us independent, but they kind of abused us indirectly. Yeah. So they made America basically under the American occupation is when they tried to make it seem like they were grooming us to be independent, but we weren't really sure if we could ever be independent. We were still under America, but America made it seem like they were trying to help us to be independent, but you know, we're still under America at this point. We should watch General Luna. General Luna, there's actually a movie about General Luna, about America and Andres Bonifacio. We should watch that in maybe one day I'll make like a watch along to General Luna. We could watch General Luna. I heard it's a very good movie. I actually never watched General Luna before, sadly. So yeah, we were under the Americans for a while, and then what happened was World War II. World War II happened. We wanted to be, at this point, we weren't completely free from America, but World War II happened, so we had to put off independence for a while, and because we were a colony of America, we got basically dragged into World War II. Like, I think if we weren't a colony of America, we wouldn't really be in World War II. But because we were a colony of America, we ended up in World War II. So in World War II, we were under the Japanese. So we actually have three conquerors. That's Spain, America, and the Japanese. But the Japanese occupation was very, very short. Very short. And very miserable, to be honest. Like, I'm a weeb. I like anime and I like Japanese culture. But to be honest, the Japanese occupation was not happy. Like, the Japanese abused a lot of the Filipinos. Yeah, it was pure hell. That blood pressure is kind of correct. I mean, this was a time of World War II, so you can just imagine a lot of like, unrest and all that. And at this point, this was after the bombing of Pearl Harbor. So you remember that the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor and then basically dragged America against Japan. And then, yeah, Japan was like, Philippines is a colony of America. So I am going to occupy the Philippines because the Philippines is a colony of America, and now you're in the war. So comfort women, basically the Japanese, took in a lot of Filipina girls to be their comfort women. If you know what comfort women are, they're basically like rape slaves. I don't know if I can I say this on stream? But basically, you know what they're for. The Death March is very important because the Death March is where Filipino and American soldiers were made to march from point A to point B, and basically it was very far. Everyone was injured. A lot of people died along the way. That's why it's called the Death March. And fiat money is, at one point, the Japanese kind of established like a fake money. The Philippines, we called it Mickey Mouse money. For some reason, I don't know why the Japanese started printing money, but yeah, it was like they established a new monetary system, tried to, and then we called it Mickey Mouse money. Yeah, the Japan was pretty savage back then in the war. A lot of war crimes were there. Yeah, the Bataan Death March, exactly. Yeah, so definitely a lot of not good times, not good times. Yeah, Mickey Mouse money. That's what we called it, Mickey Mouse money. The Japanese like printed their own, like randomly printed their own money. I could be wrong because I don't really remember. But during the Japanese occupation, they did print money. Anyway, in the end, America won the war, and we were able to be free, and we were basically able to be totally free against the Japanese, America, Spain. We became our own country. Yeah, after the war. So, we're gonna fast forward now. We're going to fast forward because it's not really interesting. Basically, after the World War II, we just tried to establish our own government and all that. It's not really that interesting. So we ended up, this is important. It is called the Marcos regime. But before I get into that, I have to pee. I think I drank too much. Oop. I drank too much. So we're going to go on a idle meeting break, pee break, toilet break. I have to pee. I'll see you soon, chat, but I have to pee. I gotta pee. Too many drinks. I'm back. Wait, ow. Okay, I'm back. Welcome back to more history. I went to the toilet because I had to pee, but I'm back now and we can get into learning more. Woo! Let me just drink water. I'm actually I'm really interested, chat. Like, imagine if I could get VR full body tracking and then you could see me drunk. you could see me stumble because I don't walk straight anymore. Okay, I drank my water. We're good. Welcome back. Yeah, teacher is back. Exactly. So, where were we? I don't remember. I am Michael. I am not a teacher. I'm just want to share to the world about what happened in the Philippines, but I am not a teacher. Free the chat. What do you mean free the chat? Chat doesn't need to be freed. You guys aren't even in prison. The Marcos regime. Ferdinand. His name is Ferdinand? Am I right or am I wrong? I don't know. I'm kind of like, at this point I'm just like blah, because I'm kind of confused now. Ferdinand Marcos, right? Okay, I'm correct. Ferdinand Marcos. He's one of the presidents of the Philippines. At this point, we have already established independence. We have our own law, our own government. We are a country now. We've gone through like a few presidents, and then here comes Ferdinand Marcos, who is known to be a dictator, basically because he established martial law. Because the popular theory is that he wanted to extend his presidency, which is why he established martial law. But the front that he tried to put out is that we have something called a Communist Party, or the CCP? PNP? No. What's it called? Basically, he tried to put out this CPP, Communist Party of the Philippines. He tried to put out this story where that the country's security was like in a big threat to the country's security was like the Communist Party of the Philippines, which is why he had to declare martial law. So if you're not like under martial law, basically it was like it had the curfew. Everything was controlled by the military, and a lot of stuff happened. I'm kind of too sleepy and drunk to remember. But it was not a fun time for most people. Most people didn't want to be under martial law, but because of martial law, it basically extended the presidency reign of this guy, Marcos. A lot of people were against it. I mean, a lot of people died under martial law. And one of the people who were against martial law is someone called Benigno Aquino. Benigno Aquino is actually one of the activists against martial law. And I think a lot of people probably heard about this, but he was the guy that was shot after he came out of the plane. So after he went out the plane, he was killed by an assassin. He got shot. He was shot and he was killed right after he came out of the plane. So yeah, is that he's also like the airport in the Philippines is called NAIA, which stands for Ninoy Aquino International Airport. He is named after the airport where he died. Yep, that's the thing. So he died. He died in the airport because he got shot because he was against, yeah, it was a sniper. Why am I relating why am I relating this to like Apex or Fortnite or any FPS gaming? he got like headshotted. It's not a headshot. So yeah, so he got shot because he was against this. And what happened was the wait the People Power Revolution, or where am I, or the EDSA Revolution. EDSA is a big road in the Philippines. We call it EDSA. It's a big road in the Philippines. So what happened was when he got shot, and the next election, his wife, who is now a widow, called Corazon Aquino, or Cory Aquino for short, ran for presidency. And a big revolution, a big like it's like a march, a big peaceful revolt against the Marcos regime happened, and we call it the EDSA Revolution, or the People Power Revolution, where a lot of people marched on the streets of EDSA. And that's basically how we, yeah, this isn't France, it's a revolution in the Philippines, People Power Revolution, or EDSA Revolution, where everyone marched on the streets protesting against martial law. And yeah, and trying to it was a big thing back then. I'm sorry. I'm so confused now because I'm trying to remember history, but my mind is drifting elsewhere because I've been drinking. It was weird because the two of them had opposing points, but you can justify their points, and it signifies how great those two were. History class is not over yet, Nicodem. I'm still trying to piece things together. I'm kind of confused though. My mind is like kind of muddled. My mind is muddled because I've been drinking. So the whole revolution happened, and they were like, stop martial law, and then it ended, and then we all lived happily ever after. Not really, because after the People Power Revolution, the Philippines is still a third world country with lots of corruption and a lot of problems, and there's a pandemic now, and their government is not doing a very okay job. It's just doing like they're kind of doing a bad job. So, and China stole our sea. I mean, yeah, and then China is trying to claim the West Philippine Sea as South China Sea. And a lot of things are happening, and then there's a pandemic, and our government is not doing the best they can to like. Can I just say? I mean, I try not to be too political on this channel, but I really don't like how the government is handling the pandemic situation. They're just like not really good at what they're doing. They're not really efficient, and I don't think they're taking responsibility for anything. And you know what's really annoying about the Philippine government? You know how the Tokyo 2020 Olympics just just started? Yeah, Tokyo 2020 Olympics. And then, oh wait, it finished. Tokyo 2020 Olympics finished, and you know how the Philippines won the first ever gold? So in the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, one of our athletes won the first ever gold medal for the Philippines. So it's the first time that Philippines ever won a gold medal. And I don't know why the Philippine government is trying to like stake a claim. They're like, it's because of the government that that the athletes even won. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? Stop trying to claim the achievements and victories of our athletes, because let's be honest, the government didn't do anything to help the athletes. I really don't think the government even gave any much support. And then Philippine government is just trying to take credit for all of the achievements of the Filipino athletes. I'm just like, well, what about the virus and the pandemic you have to work on? You guys aren't doing anything about that. Why are you trying to take credit for Filipino athletes? What is happening? I really, honestly, I mean, I don't know. I just can't. Government, why? True, and denying things for something they have direct correlations to. I don't know, like NIMBY the president and make the Philippines better. I don't think you would want this drunk person as a president. Exactly, it's like copying your classmates' answer and claiming it your own. That's what they're doing. I don't know. Like, if something good happens, the government is like, yeah, we did that. And then if something bad happens in the Philippines, our government is like, no, we're not really responsible for this. And I'm just like, why? The president win. No, don't vote for me. You know what's funny is that, wait, I'll go back to the chatting stream. What's weird is that I remember my English teacher actually said before, like, we had the whole debate. I don't know if you guys have this in school, but we used to do debate. We used to have like debate as a activity, and I had to do a debate thing, and then my English teacher would say how I should have become like a politician. I distinctly remember one of my university English teachers commenting on after our debate, be like, "You sound like a politician. You could be a politician." And I'm just like, "What?" And then my English teacher told me that she's like, "You're so good at bullshitting that you should be a politician." And I'm just like, wait, is that a good thing? is that a good thing that I'm good at making like bullshit? That's why I should be a politician. And I'm just like, what is that a compliment? What do you mean? Why? I don't good at fooling the general public with my bullshit. She's just like, the things you say are it's so obvious and it's such bullshit, but I can actually agree with you. She's like, you should be a politician. I'm like, no, I don't want to. Do it. No, 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 no. I don't want to. I really don't. I love debates, but some topics are too boring to talk about. What are like the topics that you have tried when you did, if ever you guys ever did a debate? What are some of the topics that you guys talked about? I remember in one of the debates we had was about abortion. We had a debate about abortion, and I think we had a debate about legalizing drugs, or was it, I think it was just like legalizing marijuana. We had a debate like that too. Pineapple or pizza? We plant trees, now I can be politician. Being good at making up things to cover up things you did is a good trait for a politician. That's what my English teacher said. She said, you're so good at making like bullshit lies and making people believe it that you should be a politician. And I'm just like, why? Who's better, Batman or Iron Man? Wait, that was actually a real debate? That's actually really interesting. It sounds like an interesting debate. I would really enjoy it. I wish my debates were like that, but all of the debates I had to do they were all really serious and not fun. Like they were all about like legalizing abortion or legalizing marijuana. Why couldn't I have the Iron Man Batman debate? I always asked to go to the bathroom when we had a debate. I don't know. We were forced to do a debate. We were basically forced. You had to be graded about debate. We had a debate about picking our moral righteousness or logical integrity. That sounds really interesting. That sounds very difficult to debate on. Batman team won, probably because the comic geeks, aka my friends and I, were on the team. You know why the Batman team won, Shin? Because I'm Batman. Because I'm Batman. I'm Batman. That's why I win. Because I'm Batman. No other reason. Because I'm Batman. Exactly. Batman always wins. Batman always wins because he's Batman. You cannot argue against Batman. Nim is Batman. No, you're not. I'm Batman. I'm Batman, Chad. I'm Batman. I win because I'm Batman. Batman always wins. Just for being Batman. I remember I stalled for my turn on a debate about the death penalty, about death plenty for penalty. I think it's penalty for 20 minutes. Wow, that's long. I've never been in debate class, but I'd always start big debates in my English class. It was fun. I actually really enjoyed debate class. I mean, it was pretty fun. It was actually pretty fun. But, you know, it was also very stressful for me. Do cool Batman stuff, I'm gonna fire my batarang. Wait, what does the Batman voice sound like? I'm Batman. I have my bat boomerang. Batarang. Fire it. Fire my batarang. Pew 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 pew. Batnim. No Nim Bat, only Nim Noom. No Nim Bat. I am Nimbat. I actually do enjoy. I like Batman. I know I have like my sister. My sister hates Batman and Spider-Man. I don't because my sister hates Batman and Spider-Man because it's overused. Like whenever I try to invite her to watch like a Spider-Man or Batman movie, she's like, I don't care for Batman or Spider-Man because there are stories and there's too many movies about Batman and Spider-Man. It's like I'm so sick of them. My sister does not. My sister hates Batman and Spider-Man. But I like Spider-Man I'm okay with, but I really like Batman. I have told you guys before that I'm sort of like I like DC a lot. I do like DC. I mean, I like Marvel movies too, but I'm really into DC, the Bat family. I love Batgirl. I love Batgirl and I love the Teen Titans. The Teen Titans are my favorite. I really like DC comics more than Marvel. I like Marvel movies, but I think I really like DC characters. I don't know why. Deadpool, best boy. I do like Deadpool, that's true. Ryan Reynolds does such a good job as Deadpool. Debates in class. Nah, we debate with who has the better spider in their matchbox. I remember when my brother used to keep spiders and, make them fight each other. Big fan of Nightwing. Me too. But I like Teen Titans. I like Raven. And not because she's like a goth GF. I don't know if you guys watch the OG Teen Titans, but I absolutely love Raven from Teen Titans. In fact, I loved Raven so much that I had a dog. I named I named my dog after Raven. Like I literally had like one of my older dogs. Not no one of my older dogs had where she's not alive anymore. But before I had a dog, and I named her Raven after the Teen Titans. Raven, because I love Raven so much. I like Beast Boy because he's the funniest. I do like Beast Boy and Raven. I love Raven so much. I was such a Raven simp. If you asked me before, Raven or Starfire, I would have picked Raven because I just really like Raven. I like Raven's thigh. She does have those thighs. Her outfit definitely emphasized the thighs. Aqualad was introduced. I did like Aqualad too. I wish they explored more on the different Titans like Kid Flash, Aqualad, Bumblebee, all those other Titans. I wish they explored it more. Her design is cool. I know. I wish we had more Raven centered content. I think the only Raven. What else? Raven Teen Titans. We have Raven from the DC animated universe. We have Raven from the Titans. There's like a live action. We have like a live action Teen Titans show, right? It's called Titans. I haven't watched it because I don't know. I just don't like how the characters are portrayed in the live action Titans show. I like the cartoon Teen Titans more. Cyborg and Beast Boy is literally my last two brain cells. They were such a iconic duo. I like that we came from talking about politics to superheroes. Superheroes are great. Superheroes are great. What do you mean? I like superheroes. I like DC. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty sure most people enjoy Marvel stuff, but I'm one of those that I appreciate DC. I do appreciate DC characters and comics, and I really like the DC animated universe. Like I feel like DC does a really good job with the cartoon side compared to Marvel. Marvel does really good with live action stuff, but if you watch DC, they do so well with animated shows and movies. Did you guys watch? Does anyone watch the DC animated universe? Justice League. Justice League is so good. Teen Titans live action is bad. I have not seen the Teen Titans live action, but I have seen the cartoons. Cornhub, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for becoming a Nimian. Welcome, welcome. Marvel has better movies, but I think DC have better animated stuff. Yeah, see? See, agreed. I do like DC animated movies and shows. The Snyder Cut was pretty good. I like the Snyder Cut. I wish I'm actually really excited for more DC content. Like I want to see more DC content. I don't think they'll catch up to Marvel with how Marvel is doing pretty good with their with all the Disney Plus series and releases. I'm not sure if I don't know if DC can keep up, but I'm interested to see where DC can go, because the animated stuff that DC does is pretty good. Okay, Shin, thank you so much. It was fun learning history and chatting, but my battery is running low. Gotta bounce. Thank you, Shin, for dropping by. Bye bye. Bye bye, Shin. I thought the Flash show was good, but not as good as Green Arrow. I I have a confession to make. I like DC, but I don't watch any of the DC live action shows. I have a confession to make, Chad. I do not watch any of the DC live action shows. Like the only one I watch is like I watch the DC animated movies, but I don't watch the live action. I haven't watched Flash. I haven't watched Green Arrow. I've only watched the animated movies, like for example, Justice League, Apocalypse War. Did you watch Justice League Apocalypse War? Justice League Dark, I think. Yeah, Justice League Dark, and all the other old, like other Justice League films, and or some Batman films. I watched the animated movies, but I haven't watched the live action. The show seems stale for my taste. I haven't even tried. I heard Supergirl was not that good. Flash TV series was basically bad writing. Was it? I know a lot of people who like the Flash TV series. Ooh, I don't know if it's I really want like a movie that showcases the Bat family. You know how Batman has like a Bat family? He has like Robin. There are different Robins, and then they have Batgirl, Batwoman. I just want to see Batman. Instead of seeing Batman as this like, I am I am a of like a edgy dark hero vigilante, and I'm serious, you know, because DC is always serious. Instead of seeing Batman as that character, I want to see Batman as a dad. Exactly, blood pressure. Exactly. I want a Bat family movie where just like I just want to see Batman as a tired dad. Because isn't that what he is in like a lot of the comics? Batman is just like a tired dad. Batman is just tired of getting of trying to manage all the Robins. Batman is just like, oh my god. We have Robin who became Nightwing, and then we have Jason Todd who became Red Hood. Oh, we have Red Robin, who's like Tim Drake, and then we have his son Damian Wayne, who's just like a brat version of Batman. I just need Batman as a tired dad. Batman tired dad when? Yeah, I just want to see Batman as a tired dad trying to manage all the different Robins in one family. When? Come on, DC, get on it. Bat Family movie when? Bat Family movie with Batgirl, all the Robins, Batwoman, I don't know, Batman, everyone in the Bat Family. I just really like the Bat Family. I like to see the dynamic of Batman and the Bat Family. Because I really think that Batman actually cares a lot about his family. Wait, it's starting to sound like Fast and the Furious 9. It's starting to sound like Fast and the Furious. Wait, is Batman and the Bat Family just Vin Diesel and Fast and the like the Fast and the Furious series? It's all about family. Oh man, it's whole family solves everything. Dom Batman. It's Dom Toretto slash Batman. Batman is actually Vin Diesel. Batman is all about that family, chat. Batman is exactly the same as Toretto. Family beats all. Joker is strong, but family is stronger. Have you heard the Batman contingency plans? That's so dope. I haven't heard about that. What is that? Wait, DC was supposed to have a high school sitcom? I think I've heard, like, I've seen some, I think they do have some comics on, like, high school versions of the DC universe. F10, he'll be in the Batmobile. we need a Bat Family and Fast and the Furious franchise crossover. That's all I want in life, is that the Bat Family crossovers to Fast and the Furious. That would be perfect. That would be so perfect. Damn, I just realized I have been streaming for almost 3 hours. What do you think the villains would do in the Bat sitcom world? I feel like the villains would just be like the joke. Like the Joker would be just do like dumb crimes. I feel like the Joker would just be like doing dumb crimes in a Batman sitcom world. Nothing really serious, nothing that would destroy the world. Just like, I don't know, robbing a bank or something. I can't wait for Vin Diesel or Dom Toretto to cross over to the DC universe and join the Bat Family. I can't wait. we need Bat and the Furious, exactly. Have you guys watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Batman? They did a crossover movie where that I don't know, it was a crossover movie with Batman and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's actually pretty good. Like, for some reason, it's actually really good. The crossover movie with Ninja Turtles and Batman. It is the only it's the only time you'd ever hear Batman go "Cowabunga." You gotta watch it. You have to watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Batman crossover. You have to watch it. Mr. Freeze helps his son cheat on his school science fair. I haven't seen that. Scooby Doo and Batman. Wait, there's a Scooby Doo and Batman crossover? That's a thing. Oh wow! Wait, let me plug my mouse because my mouse has no battery. My mouse has no battery. Okay, so I plugged in my mouse and now it has battery. It's super old. Wait, let me search it. Scooby-Doo and Batman? Scooby-Doo and Batman! No way! This was a thing? But why? Why? How does Batman get into all these like shenanigans in different like different universes and different timelines? Like, how did Scooby-Doo and the Ninja Turtles meet Batman? Because he's Batman. Exactly. Because I'm Batman. Because I'm Batman. That's why. That's why I get to meet Scooby-Doo and Ninja Turtles. Yeah, Batman has so many people that he knows so many people. I'm just amazed. Wait, I really want to watch it then. Scooby-Doo and Batman. Is this a movie or a TV series? Did you guys watch the Batman Lego movie? I heard, like, I watched it, it's pretty good. I don't know, like, why is the Lego movie so good? Batman Lego movie is so good too. Nim is Noob Man. No, I'm Batman. I'm not Noob Man. Nim not Moob. Nim not Noob. It was surprisingly good. Except, like, I don't think anyone expected Lego Batman to be good. But for some reason, it's really good. No one, like, I at least I didn't expect Lego Batman to be good. But it's really good. just why? Hello Zara, welcome. Welcome. I have finished on my drunk lecture on Philippine history. I haven't watched Lego for years. Last time I know it's those ninja stuff. What was the last? We had Lego Movie 2. We had Lego Movie 2, Lego Movie 1, Lego Movie 2, and then Batman movie. Lego Batman movie. There's something about Lego that makes it really good. I don't know what Lego does, but they have really good movies. Nim drinking, no way, finally. Nim actually gets drunk. Legos have a target audience of mainly children, but the story is suitable for all ages. Yeah, I know. Everything is awesome? That is one of my like favorite songs. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome when you're living your... Wait, is there a karaoke of Everything is Awesome? There's gotta be one, right? Everything is awesome. Everything is awesome. Karaoke? Can we karaoke? Everything is awesome? There's karaoke. Really? Really? This is so dumb. Wait, let me see. Wait, can I karaoke it? Maybe. Okay, we're gonna try the karaoke. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome when we're living our dream. Everything is better when we stick together. I don't know this part. Side by side, you and I gonna win forever. Let's party forever. I don't know this part. We're the same. I'm like you, you're like me. We're all working in harmony. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome when we're living our dream. Woo! 3, 2, 1, go! Have you heard the news? Everyone's talking. Life is good because everything's awesome. Lost my job. It's due. Is this a rap? Wait, this is a rap? Damn, I don't actually know. I don't actually know how to sing this. I'm gonna have to study. I'm gonna have to study how to sing this song. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome when you're living your dream. One day, I still have to save all the songs for a karaoke stream one day. Okay, everyone. I think I should be sleeping soon because I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sleepy at this moment. Like, I don't know if you can see it on myself, but my eyes are just like kind of sleepy. I'm getting like really sleepy. It's the alcohol and also because I woke up early today. Yeah, it is 1:37 a.m. I should be sleeping soon. But tomorrow we have Pokemon Unite. I've never played Pokemon Unite, so I don't know what to expect. I haven't even watched any stream of Pokemon Unite. So we'll see. We'll see what happens in Pokemon Unite. She winking a lot because I'm sleepy. Chad. I'm so sleepy. I'm very sleepy. Good night, everyone. Thank you for joining me for Drunk History. I don't think you understood anything I said, to be honest. I don't think anyone understood anything I said. Let me know if you actually learned something, but I don't think anyone did. Because I was too drunk to explain properly. Good night. If it's the day where you're at, have a great day ahead. But good night, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for being here. I'm sorry for all the confusion because of kind of like my brain dead. Well, thank you. I was drunk, but I talked about history things. Good night. Bye-bye. See you next stream, everyone. Goodbye. Good night. Bye. Otsunim, thank you.
この番組はグランドスポンスの提供でお送りします。